Espresso Journal, your updated and great debate. If you got your coffee ready, let's gonna get down to the pages.
Okay, this one shows the top 5 ranking points, margins, the top 5 margins. This basically portrays the seasons in which the number 1 had the largest difference compared to the number 2, and also the narrowest difference, the closest difference. So we've got here, for example, the biggest difference was Roger versus Rafa in 2006. It was 87% points of advantage for Roger, and the narrowest margin was Pete Sampras versus Andre Agassi in 1995. So here it doesn't really matter which ranking system do you use. What matters is the difference. It's the difference that you're able to sum up against the number 2. And of course there's some difference here in this system, in this ranking, but still it is interesting to see how do they fare against each other. For example, Curtin and Safin, real narrow margin as well. Roddick, Federer, 2003, very close call. And on the other hand, we've got a huge advantage for Djokovic versus Murray in 2015, or for Sampras versus Agassi in 1994. And here we've got all these 31 seasons. And I've made clear the 5 most and the 5 less in the sheet. So here we've got the total points of all seasons combined, and here's where we got closer to the auto ranking. We've got Roger Federer had amassed 117,000 points, and look, those ones do not count ranking points obtained outside of the top 10. So the player must be playing at a certain high level to be accounted for. All the other ones are not accounted for. So here's what we've got from Roger being a number 10. He's gotten 171,000 points, and is followed by Nadal and Djokovic and Murray with a good margin versus all the others. Roddick too, pretty much good. Of course, the big 3 being the most profligacious ones. And this ranking shows up which players had the most consistent career. So this is basically the static component of the Ota Index. On this one here, we've got the average ATP points per season. So whenever a player finished a top 10, we sum up all those points and make an average for each of the seasons that a player has, that player has been a top 10. So whatever you can see here is the average top 10 level points a player made on each season. And remarkably, impressively, Novak Djokovic has 109. It's actually 10,000 points. So Djokovic has surpassed the 10,000 points barrier, almost 11,000 points on average. So that's incredible. That's something unthinkable of. Usually a player that reaches 100 points is a number 1, and that's what Djokovic has done. throughout his, I don't know, 13 years, 14 years of being among the top 10. Exactly. But also Rafa and Roger. Roger is a second place, has 9,000 points. Rafa 2, 9,000 points buried there. Andy Murray with the 7,000 points is really big too. However, if we look at number 5th, that's impressive. Number 5th, that's Daniil Medvedev. This guy is fantastic. Tier 1 level player. He's got of course he's got few years perhaps as a top 10, but still in his years as top 10 has an average of 7,000 points. That's incredible. That's really incredible. And of course here's we've got it adjusted. So since 2000 actually, not only since 2009, since 2000 actually, because we've got the most important thing here is not actually the number of points that you see, but mainly the all titles percentage. So what percentage a player has got on his seasons on average compared to the 100% points possible of winning all 14 big titles. And that's how we make up this, how we compose this ranking.